This is not going to be a class on how to cut glass, but I use a lot of dichroic and a lot of cut glass in my work. And this is my Billet system. And of course, when you have a piece of glass that's only 1/8 of an inch thick, it's pretty simple to cut it. And I finally succumbed to using a system like Billet's. That's about a 1-inch piece right there that I cut with it. And I can break it just like that. Very easy to do. The reason I'm wearing these gloves is to protect the glass from fingerprints, not necessarily to protect myself from glass shards or pieces that come off, although it does do that to a small degree. What I want to do is show you how to cut a piece of glass like this. This is 3/4 of an inch thick. It's a COE 96 billet, 3.5 pounds, almost 3.5 pounds. How do you cut something like that? Well, you certainly can't do it in a Billet system, but you can break it, which I'm going to show you. First thing we want to do is score it, and I'm going to use a handheld score. First, I want to center the piece of glass because I want it perfectly cut right down the center. So I'm going to find the center of it, which is about 3.5 inches, because it's 7.5 inches wide. And I'm going to mark it with a permanent pen. Like that. Now before I mark the glass, I cleaned it well, and I use Windex, period. You don't need to use alcohol, you don't want to use water. Windex cleans your glass really well, and it makes your cuts go very well too. What I'm going to do is lay down this non-skid, kind of a foam shelf material on the edge of the glass like this. I'm going to take a straight edge, this is aluminum, and put it right next to those marks that I made, those 2 dots. Take my cutter and hold the aluminum straight edge down very tight, and it doesn't skid because I've got this material on it. Pull it across just like that. Now I have a score down the center of the glass. How am I going to break this? Here's the trick. You're going to need a really good workbench vise. This one's probably 60 years old. I've had it ever since my dad acquired it from his father. Now what you're going to do is you need 2 pieces of metal, flat pieces of metal. This is angle iron, and they're taped together with a piece of duct tape. This is taped to one side of the vise. It gives you a point of breaking in the center right here. You're going to take another piece of that foam shelving material to help protect the glass. This is folded in a couple of pieces. You can see I've used it pretty much. Broken a lot of glass with this. Open up the vise, fold this down in between. You're going to take the glass, you're going to put the scored side toward those pieces of angle iron on the other side, center it, slide it down in between like that. Now you need a breaking point. That's what this rod is for. This is about 3/8 of an inch thick. Set it into the vise and try to put it exactly where that score is, straight down the middle. Now I'm going to tighten the vise down, and we're going to see I'm going to cover the glass just to protect myself from any flying shards, which usually there aren't any. And I'm going to tighten this vise down slowly as I pull, and you're going to hear it crack. Hopefully it's going to crack right down the center. And there she goes. I'm going to pull the rod out and carefully take the protective t-shirt away from it. Keep the glass together, and we'll see what kind of break I got. Check it out. An almost clean break. See, I'm not trying to get a perfect straight edge. I just want to break this so that I can use it and drop it into the crucible kiln. I'm also going to break this probably into thirds, doing the same thing that I just did.